folks, listen, if you're watching this from the beginning, don't do that. Catch up to the live stream chat because I'm going to be deleting this video. And um, also, you know, if you're hearing a noise, it's that stupid air conditioner, the portable air conditioner. And it's still 100 degrees here again. And it's not going to let up, you know, or at least another month. So, again, I don't have my phone. Like I said, maybe by next week, by next Friday, I'll have a new phone, you know, and so we'll see what happens. Man, my allergies are going crazy. Anybody want to talk about something? Bring it up. If not, we'll talk about that thing that happened at that Catholic thing, if you know what I'm saying. Jesse's girl, how you doing? You're the first one in. Shelly, how you doing? Any new info before we talk about that that Annunciation thing? Tanya D, how you doing? What does that mean? Untrue. What does that mean? Go ahead and tell us, Jesse. Tanya D, how you doing? Adaptable, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought she meant. The false flag, but I didn't I didn't understand the first part. Untrue, yeah. False, yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Yeah. Adaptable, God bless you and everyone else in the chat. Michelle, how you doing? That's a good one, yeah. Brian, how you doing? Belzy, how you doing? Belzy, I see you change your avatar. Again. I can't tell what it is, but I know you changed it. Anyway, so yeah, Tanya. Yeah, that was a good one. So you remember the Luigi thing, right? Hold on, Jesse's saying something here. Amy Madigan, who plays the red-headed creature, is exactly 314 months older than your deceased husband. He was born on the 314th day of the year. All right. Oh, that's a good one, Jesse. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And yeah, the pie is so important because the pie is a circle, is a crown, you know. And that's why Pi Day is the 73rd day of the year, which is the EL connection. And on leap year, it's 74, which is the you know, Jesus equals 74, but Lucifer also equals 74. And I explained to you guys why that is because Jesus created Lucifer and he made him perfect. But iniquity was found in him and he lost his perfect crown and became Satan. Oh yeah, Belzy? Yeah. What kind of dog is it, Belzy? Yeah, that's crazy, Jesse. Yeah. So are you saying Amy Madigan she was born on 9/11? Is that what you're saying, Jesse? Anyway, so with the Annunciation thing um, that happened at this Annunciation place, this Catholic thing, I'm trying not to say certain words to get the triggers going, you know, triggering the algorithm. So let me go through the Luigi for the people who are new to the channel. Even though there's only 20 there's only 20 people in the chat, folks. I don't care. I told you I don't care if I have 5 subscribers left. They'll all be back soon, so I'm not worried about it. So for the people who don't know my codes, yeah, I'm gonna do that, Belzy. But first, let me do the Luigi thing. That way people can see what I mean by the man-son code. And hey, Jason, how you doing? Yeah, just a bunch of heathens, yeah. So yeah, just real quick, and I'm gonna do this Luigi thing one more time at the end, just in case for the people who missed this one, because there's only 20-something people in the chat. So for the people who don't know, remember I'm just using this as an example of the codes. Remember that guy who shot the healthcare CEO? Okay, so let's look at just real quick. So the guy had a fake driver's license. His name was Luigi. He had a fake driver's license, and on the fake address on the street name, it had the man in it. It was Sure Man. Okay, so he had the man in the name of his address of the fake driver's license. Then also, I'll show that one later. This Luigi guy, he lived in Tao's son. So there's another son here, because remember, it's all about the son and the man, right? So the man right there in the name, then the son in this one. And also the word T-O-W is T-W-O, like two. Because I told you, like Elvis, Tupelo, two. You know, even though it's not spelled like that, but it means two. Elvis was an identical twin, right? Anyway, so you have the son there, and then you have the man in the other one, right? Stupid. Hold on one second. Anyway, then he went to a college, and he was valedictorian, valedictorian, and it's 2016, it was 2/16, that's August 4th, or 16/2 is June 11th, the 162nd day of the year, the 216th day of the year. But anyway, the school's name was Gilman, there's your man, and the dick, and valedictorian. And then he had a manifesto. And he had a manifesto. Okay, and so did this new, this Annunciation Catholic thing that just happened yesterday. He also had a manifesto. Okay. And who was the victim? See, the suspect's name was Luigi. I'll get to what his name is in a minute. So the victim was a guy named Brian Thompson. He's got the son in the name, man. Anyway, so you have the man, the son. You see all over these codes. And where was this Tom's son? And by the way, Tom, if it was Thomas means twin. So there's another connection with the two, the twin. And where did this killing happen? It happened in Manhattan. See? Another man code. Son and man. You see? And what was the killer's name? Luigi. His name was Mangione. You see that? Another man in the story. So what did you see there? You saw the victim was Tom's son. It happened in Manhattan, and the killer's last name is Mangione. Then somehow the killer, Mangione, he had written something on either the gun or something. He wrote something like this: delay, deny, defund, or something like that. The 3 Ds. And it was a book. He was referencing a book written by a guy named J. Fine Man. Look at that. It's got the man again. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? Everything with the man or the son. And look at this. The suspect's family was from Cockeysville. Remember, he was from the killer was from Towson, Maryland. The family lives in Cockeysville. And then the lawyer for this dude, his name was Thomas, which is twin again, means twin, and his last name is Dickey. Thomas Dickey. Can you believe this? And Thomas means twin, right? And it's like twin dicks. It's like the cockatoo, you understand? Because one cock is never enough. They need the cockatoo, these pieces of trash. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's always about the dick. Remember, he was a valedictorian, and they lived in Cockeysville. And that was his lawyer. And then later, I come to find out there was something to do with Commissioner of Intelligence. They showed this creature named Rebecca Weiner. You see that? Rebecca Weiner. And then they showed another guy named John Cuckless. Cuckless. What in the hell? And then later I come to find out there was another lawyer named Friedman. You know? And she was also a lawyer in another case. I can't remember the case now. And also, he got caught at a McDonald's. You have the Donald. And there's the address, 47. It was 47 days before the election also. Donald. And it happened at a Hilton Hotel, which was 47 floors. And that was where Trump did his victory speech. That's where he was staying. Okay? At a 47 floor building. And Trump did his victory speech there. All right, that's it for that one. I'll go through it again later, that connections. But you see what I'm saying? Like all the man-son codes and the dick references, you know? Man, it is so hot, folks. You have no idea. It's been 100 degrees every day. I haven't turned off that air conditioner in over 2 months now. That portable, I don't see how this thing just keeps running and running and doesn't break. 2 straight months. Non-stop. I'm like sitting here and I'm sweating, just no help, this air conditioner. Anyway, so there was a shooting yesterday, or 2 days ago, at something about an Annunciation. That's what the name of the place was. And why is this important? All right. Let me catch up with Shannon. Hold on. So, okay, look. Let me. So why is this Annunciation thing important? How does it connect to Trump? Because look, So the school was called Annunciation Catholic School. And Annunciation Day is 325. You know, yeah, I'm going to get to that, GA. Yeah. So 325 is Annunciation Day, and it was called Annunciation School. And 325 is the 84th day of the year. Okay? And Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4. I told you that. 8-4 is the 216th day of the year, you know? And how is this important? Look at this. Remember, we're talking about the 216th day of the year is when Trump gets his head wound, 8-4, and the 84th day of the year is Annunciation Day. For the people who don't know what the Annunciation is, it's when, you know, Mary was told that she was carrying Jesus in her womb, you know. Anyway, so there's the connection with 8-4, and then where did it happen, this shooting? It happened in the 612 area code, which is 216 backwards, and that's where the George Floyd was supposedly taken out. And I told you that the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, the day Washington State gets struck. August 4th is the 216th day of the year, which is the day Trump gets his head wound. And the address for this school was 525. 525 54th Street. 525 is the day George Floyd was killed. Okay? So you have the George connection, and he was killed in that area code. You see what I mean? And also, look at this. They say he had 116 rounds. Look at that. It's the 611 backwards. You see that? It's the 611 backwards. My stupid phone is ringing. My other phone, folks. I can't stop it because I can't see it. Piece of crap. My phone is broken. I can't stop the alarm because I can't see the... Hold on, let me see if I can stop it. Hold on, folks. Give me a second. Yeah, I was able to turn it off. See, look, it's broken, my phone. There's nothing there. All you see is a messed up screen. That's why, for anyone who's been trying to call me and you don't know, my phone broke. So I'm not able to call anyone or see anything, you know. But I was able to turn off the alarm by just shutting it off like that. But anyway, it's probably going to ring again. But anyway, so it's 116 rounds. There's your 611. Okay? And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. They showed right in front of the school, and there was a bunch of cops near this sign. Right in front of the school, they had this sign up there. Look, they put a no parking 8 to 4 and 6 to 11. This is how it said it too. 8 to 4 and then 6-11. I'm not sure about the PM AM. I just put that there. But they said no parking 8 to 4 and then to put 6 to 11. 6-11. Those are my two prediction dates, folks. Can you believe that? Right in your face. On the, if anyone doesn't believe me, go look at yesterday's NBC nightly news report. See, I'm not able to show it because my phone's broken, but I will show it when I get a chance. So yesterday's NBC nightly news, you will see, if you watch that whole, where they talk about that shooting, you'll see the sign says, just make sure you watch that whole thing. You'll see it says 8 to 4 and 6-11. Ridiculous. Anyway, folks, anything else you guys want to talk about? Oh, and yeah, and the shooter's name, I forgot the shooter's name. The whole point of me showing the man's son code, the shooter's name was Wes Mann. Wes Mann. There's the man again. And of course, it's a dude who identifies as a woman. And for the people who don't know, back when I first started on YouTube, back in either 2012 or 2013 or 2014, I know it was for sure 2014 at least, but I was telling everybody how they use incarcerated people, the alphabet people, and handicapped people in all their unbelievable stories. Do you understand what I'm saying? People who might have some kind of mental disorders, if you know what I mean, like from birth, or people that have missing legs and arms, and so they use them because they give them new limbs. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you like, let's say you were a mother and father who had a child who had no limb, and they would give them that limb, but they would have to participate in these things. And and these parents have no clue that they're doing this, I mean, they have no idea how bad it is what they're doing by selling out, I understand that they're doing it for their children, but man, at what, at what cost, Anyway, what else is going on, folks? If you want to bring up a topic, go ahead. Because I can't, like I said, until I get my phone fixed, I can't do anything. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys got to say? I'll stay on another few minutes here. Yeah, hey Jones, see if you can look it up. What I was just telling you. Like if you watch that NBC Nightly News yesterday, if you watch that segment when they're talking about the school thing, you'll see somewhere in that segment where they show that. I couldn't believe what I saw, yeah. Oh yeah, Jones? Okay. Is it like MK Ultra? Well, I don't know. I don't think it's MK Ultra. They just, people are just desperate, They're either desperate for money or they're desperate to, with incarcerated people, they get, perks for, I mean, did you see the father of the boy who was supposedly taken out? The father and his man. I gotta be careful what I say. Just look at the guy. He had another man behind him. Another man, if you know what I'm saying. Another man. Both of them are men, if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they're incarcerated for doing some weird stuff, if you know what I mean. And they're probably in jail for like 50 years, never going to get out. You know what I mean? And they just use them in these stories. And they give them perks while they're in jail, if you know what Because no one's ever going to see these people again. You'll never see them on the streets. Has anyone ever seen Robbie Parker on the street? Is there images of Robbie Parker just walking around? Like, where are these people? Well, someone's saying the license plate, AIM. Well, it's I am, you know, and 73 is the EL45. Someone's saying I am is the license plate, AIM. If you add up all the numbers, yeah, Jones, it's actually 23. It would be 42. It's AIM is 23, and then if you add up the numbers 7, 3, 4, 5 is 19. So that would be 19 plus 23 is 42. But I know what you're saying. You're reducing the number, yeah. Interesting. No, Jordan, he's in there for much worse than that. They most likely they're in jail for doing stuff to children, if you know what I'm saying. That's the people they use, because those people, the ones that are, because those ones who do stuff to children and get caught, they are in a separate. I think they put them in separate cages, if you know what I'm saying, like away from the regular people. I think. I'm not sure how that works. I'm maybe in the old days they didn't separate them. I don't know, but yeah, I have no idea how that works in there. But yeah, GA. You know what? I was wondering what that was about. So, make me understand. Tell me what that was about, because I don't have a phone to look it up. I saw it that Will Smith. I said, why is Will Smith in front of a bunch of people? Can somebody tell me what that was about? Well, listen, anything to do with the West has to do with Washington State. Because Washington State is the furthest west of America. Northwest, you know what I mean? Just like stupid Kanye's kid's name. Oh yeah, that's right, Jones. That Will Smith had a AI video of him a long time ago too. I remember that. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I believe that. So you're saying it was a concert that he was at? It was literally a Will Smith concert, and then you're saying that he AI'd the rest of it? Yeah, tell us about it, Jane Nunn, about the Elvis head thing. What's that mean, Belzy? That Northwest is blowing. What's that mean? Oh, I didn't even know Will Smith had a concert. That's why I was wondering what the hell was he doing. So it was literally his concert? It wasn't somebody else's? Oh, that's a good one, Jesse. So Elvis Costello had an album called My Aim is True. Interesting. Well, listen, to anyone who's going to Washington State, you better not go there in June. Because June 11th, it's going to be destroyed. Parts of Washington State. Jay Nunn, that's interesting you're saying that because the 101 connects to me in Neo. And also, there's a freeway here called the 101 freeway, also where I'm at. So it's weird that there's a 101 over there. Interesting. Oh, it was a concert in the UK. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. There's an ice cream truck theory running around. What does that even mean? What does blowing social media mean, Elsa? You're going there on 6/11? Well, good for you, Al. And that'll be the last time we see you. So good for you. Oh, Northwest's daughter is blowing up. Wait, Northwest, Kanye's daughter, is blowing up on social media. Okay. Is there a particular reason why she's blowing up right now? Anyway, folks, I gotta end this. I gotta end this video in like 5 minutes. No, Al. Yeah, you're no, Al. You're purposely going there on June 11th. Then you're purposely wanting to kill yourself. Basically, that's what you're doing. You know, don't do it. You know, you've been warned, and you're purposely going there. You know, and I'm not stupid. I know you're just messing around, but you know, if you think this is funny, you know, you won't be laughing. You won't be laughing soon. Don't worry. Like I said, to all you people, you know, to anyone who mocks me and who's been laughing at me and making fun of me and saying all kinds of bad things about me, you will be punished on Judgment Day. No doubt in my mind. You think you can get away with mocking God's servant? We'll see. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Al. You may live, but you ain't living on my channel. Adios. You piece of garbage. You're gone. What a piece of trash. Filthy piece of trash. Yeah, they're gonna be wailing and gnashing their teeth. Exactly. If I had money, I would go there to the Space Needle, because I would go to Graceland and to the Space Needle, because I know that somehow there will be some type of Elvis connection when I get there. Something will happen. That's why I want to go there. I guarantee there'll be some kind of Elvis, like, you know what I mean, connecting with me, I'm saying. Like if I did a tour of Graceland, I'm telling you, Elvis's ghost will come to me, watch. Alright, folks, I'm going to end the video now. And I'm going to come back on tonight, and I'll do it again, this video. So, you're not missing nothing. I mean, like I said, if you look at the footage, a lot of the people that they use in these stories, I told you, are those alphabet people. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Rod, that's funny. All right, last 30 seconds, folks. I'll see you guys later tonight. And yeah, God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End the video. Yeah, take care. Appreciate that. God bless you. End the video.